Good evening and welcome to the news at 10. 3 Palestinians were shot dead and hundreds wounded in a day of rage called for in support of Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem and in protest against the new Israeli measures at the Muslim holy site. Israeli occupation forces fired rubber-coated bullets and blasted water cannons at the worshippers while performing the Friday prayer near the Al-Sahira or Al-Sahira gate in the Old City in Jerusalem. Scores of Palestinians were also injured in clashes with the Israeli forces in the cities of Bethlehem and Al-Khalil, and the Palestinian Ministry of Health said the Israeli police raided Al-Maqasid hospital on the Mount of Olives in an attempt to arrest Palestinians wounded in the clashes. Thousands of Jordanians took to the streets to protest against Israeli measures at Jerusalem's Al-Aqsa Mosque Al-Haram Al-Sharif. The demonstrations took place after Friday prayers, calling for an end to the provocative violations against the holy sites. At Al-Husseini Mosque in downtown Amman, the protesters expressed their solidarity with the Palestinians' brethren, calling the aggression a violation of Palestinians' rights to perform their religious rituals freely. In the governorates of Zarqa, Irbid, Karak, Ajloun, Salt and Ma'an, protesters appealed to the Arab and Muslim world to stand together in obliging Israel to stop its violations. Minister of Foreign and Expatriate Affairs Ayman Safadi discussed over the phone with his United Arab Emirates counterpart Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan efforts to end tensions and restore calm in Al-Aqsa Mosque Haram al-Sharif. The two ministers underscored the importance of immediately and fully reopening the mosque before worshippers. Israel, they added, must respect the historical and legal status of the holy shrines there. The two ministers also said it was important for the international community to exert rapid and effective efforts to de-escalate the tensions in Al-Aqsa Mosque by obliging Israel to honor its legal and international commitments and end its unilateral actions. Lebanon's Hezbollah and the Syrian army launched an offensive to drive insurgents out of their final foothold at the Syrian-Lebanese border. A pro-Damascus military commander said the operation targeted insurgents from the Nusra Front group in the mountainous outskirts of the Lebanese town of Arsal and areas near the Syrian town of Flita. Media run by Hezbollah reported significant gains by its side in the early stage of the operation. It later said Hezbollah fighters had captured the Sahel al-Rahwa area, taking over a Nusra operations center after driving militants out. A security source said at least 23 of the militants had been killed in the first day of fighting, as well as 5 Hezbollah combatants. Yemen's world's largest cholera outbreak is far from being controlled, and many further spread with the rainy season. The World Health Organization, WHO, issued the warning despite a recent decline in the rate of new cases appearing. The WHO reported over 360,000 suspected cases and 1,828 deaths between late April and July 19th. Britain-based NGO Oxfam projected the number of suspected cases of cholera could rise to more than 600,000, making the epidemic the largest ever recorded in any country in a single year since records began. Sean Spicer has resigned as White House press secretary, bringing to an end a tumultuous 6 months as the public face of Donald Trump's administration. Spicer stepped down after the president reportedly tapped Anthony Scaramucci, a New York financier and longtime Trump supporter, as the new White House communications director. The White House had been without a communications director since May, after which Spicer had taken on the responsibilities associated with the job. Spicer's departure reflected turmoil within Trump's legal and communication teams amid a widening investigation into possible ties between Trump's 2016 presidential campaign and Russia. A powerful earthquake killed 2 people on the Greek holiday island of Kos, sending tourists fleeing into the streets and causing disruption in the nearby Turkish tourist hub of Bodrum. Greek police said a Turkish and a Swedish tourist died when the roof of a popular bar collapsed. The island's port was put out of action, and across the strait, a small tsunami damaged vehicles parked near Bodrum's shore. Around 115 people were injured, including tourists of various nationalities, 12 of them seriously. More than 350 people visited hospitals in Turkey, though most had only light injuries. Turkish and Greek authorities put the magnitude at 6.3 and 6.6 respectively, and reported several aftershocks, with one estimated at 5.1. Pedro Cyril Despres extended his overall lead at the Silkway Rally's penultimate stage by finishing behind teammate Stefan Peter Hansel, who won the 13th stage. Despres now has a lead of over 1 hour over France's Christine Lavelle, who only managed to finish 5th in today's stage, around 18 minutes behind Despres. The 619-kilometer stage had an array of sand dunes of the Sahara. The final stage tomorrow will see competitors drive around 716 kilometers from Jiangwei to Xi'an. And finally, fair conditions across many regions of the country for the rest of tonight, while hot in the Jordan Valley and the Dead Sea. A slight drop in temperatures is expected tomorrow, but it remains relatively hot in the hilly areas and hot in the Dead Sea with a high of 39 degrees. The Gulf of Aqaba should also expect hot conditions tomorrow, northerly moderate winds and calm seas. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news. I'm Leo Balkar, and thank you for joining us.